Hi everybody, Joe Brancato, the airgun scientist here at the Skunk Works Lab. Yesterday was Thanksgiving. I hope everybody ate well, had great fun, food, and fellowship. And that means that as of today, two things are happening. We're having our Thanksgiving sale, which is one of the reasons why you see all these guns back there from previous videos we've been putting out. Keep an eye out for our Black Friday as well as Cyber Week sales coming out. But the other thing it means is it's now going to be deer season over across the USA. And we're going to suggest some of the rifles that you may want to take a look at. Now, probably the minimum I would ever use on a deer is a 25 cal. Now, why can I get away with a 25 cal is because I do headshots. Whether it's small game or large game, you ruin a lot less meat with a headshot and it plants them. They just go straight down. They don't run. These aren't firearms. They don't have the power of a, if you want to do a double lung shot, they don't drop as fast, okay? Even a firearm with a double lunger, they'll run. So I always suggest if you're shooting a 25 or even a 30 caliber or even a 35 caliber like some of these guns have, all of these guns, the Daystate Red Wolf or Alpha Wolf, are available in 25 and 30. The Zbroias, the FX, whether it be the Dream Light, the M3 Impact, the over here we have the Maverick. All of those guns, including these two, are available in 30 caliber. Now these two, the King and the Panthera, as well as the M3 Impact, are also available in 35. Again, I just feel more comfortable with a headshot. If 25 is good, 30 is better, and 35 is even better with a headshot. If you are a person that wants to do, oh, by the way, one of the best guns you'll get for the bang for the buck, believe it or not, is one of our cheapest or at least expensive guns, the 30 Gauntlet. Now, my buddy Andrew, he's running the camera. He's going to give me some specs behind the scenes. So this gun is doing so well, we actually have to shoot a heavy pellet with it. Typically 30 caliber is 44 grain. What are they shooting? How fast, Andrew?
We clocked the 50 grain at almost 1,000 feet per second.
So that's over 100 foot-pounds. 950, by the way, folks, is the number you want to remember. If a pellet's doing 950, multiply the weight in grains by 2, and you get the foot-pounds. So if it's 50 grains at 950, you're doing 50 times 2 is 100 foot-pounds of energy. In this case, you're doing even more than that. So you're getting more than 100 foot-pounds out of this gun. This gun is quite powerful. And, well, we won't talk about pricing because that's not what we're here for, but it's a relatively inexpensive gun, is all I'll say. Now, if you're into shooting if you're into shooting chest, double lung, heart, etc., these other three guns are where you're going to want to go. This is the Air Force Texan. Now, the Air Force Texan is available in 45 and 50 caliber. This is the 50 caliber. That's a dime right there. That's a pretty doggone good size pellet. I'll put it next to it so you can also see it. Okay, that's a dime. That's the slug. That's a 500 caliber or a 50. Actually, it's 51 caliber. They don't tell you. They call it a 50. It's really a 51 caliber. So that thing will take out a deer, a bear, some serious, anything on the North American continent. Now, if I was going after bear, though, I'd want to be backed up with a pistol by my side. I don't care. You can shoot these air guns as much as you want. I love air guns. I like air guns a lot, but I love firearms a lot more. I wouldn't go shooting a bear with an air gun without somebody backing me up or myself without a 44 on my side. Excellent gun, 45 and 50 caliber. Another 50 caliber is this one over here, is the Umarex Hammer. Now, what's nice about the Hammer, in addition to being 50 caliber, and by the way, both guns are about equal in power because we chronographed them, and they're putting out the same amount of power as a 44 Magnum pistol. So that's pretty hefty. They're like 800 foot-pounds. That's pretty. That'll plant an animal. Okay. The nice thing about the Umarex Hammer, it has a 2-shot shuttlecock. So when you pull this back and put the next, it'll have another round in backup. That's a pretty nice feature. Now, again, 50 caliber, the same thing. But when you just got to go crazy, which this, like Jay Lono says, this just makes me laugh. It's hilarious. And he says that in his videos. There's the 72 caliber Zeus right there. And those are just, they're getting to the point where they're a bit crazy. This one here is a 500 grain, and this one here is a 630 grain. And if you put that next to the dime, check that out. It's bigger than the dime. That covers up the dime. I mean, that's one big slug. I would not want to get hit with that. I wouldn't want to get hit with anything. But it's really, what kind of shooting do you want to do? Do you want to do headshots? Do you want to do body shots? Do you want a gun that's going to use a lot of air? By the way, this, and this are extremely powerful. So they're going to give you a few shots at best. I know for a fact the Air Force Texan and the Hammer get about 3 shots. 2 very good accurate shots. The third one's usually called a coup de grace because it drops a little bit at 50 yards. And that's usually where, like, you took 2 shots and maybe it's wounded, and then you walk up to it and, you know, the coup de grace it's called. The Zeus, I'm not sure how many shots you get out of it.
1.
It is 1. Thank you. That mysterious voice back there from Andrew. Thank you, Andrew. Yeah, you either kill it or you miss it. Yeah, I mean, that's about it. But I was just looking at this round, and here, let's just kind of let them look it down into that cavity. Kind of get a 3D view of it there. That's got a nice deep cavity. I would be curious, and I haven't done it yet. I wouldn't mind shooting this into some water to see how it would mushroom. Here's a couple of. I'm a 45 ACP fan, and I've shot that into water and collected those. That was a comparison of a 3.5 inch versus a 5 inch barrel. These are plus P's. If you want to know, they're 180 grain either. Well, it doesn't matter. You don't care. Golden Sabres or Gold Dots, one or the other. Plus P's. But the point is, the water will allow it, if it has enough velocity, to mushroom out. Even just water. And that's basically all animals are, is bags of water with bones and skin. So it's actually pretty typical of how it works. So anyway, these are some of the guns that we have, just some of them. If you have any questions, please put them down in the comments. Ring that bell, let us know that you're asking a question. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons so that you will know when our next video comes out with all the Cyber Week sales. This is Joe Brancato, the Airgun Scientist, saying thank you for watching our video. Take care, God bless, and safe shooting.